ABBA here at BRFM. It's 7:18 and it is the 17th of March here at BRFM. This evening we're joined with Alan Moon and Dave Andrews. We're joined with Dave Andrews now. Good evening, Dave.
Good evening, Daniel.
So, where and what do you do? Where are you based?
Well, the club itself is based at Bolton Village Hall, which is just the other side of Faversham, just on the east side. Very easy to get to, easy access from the M2, A2. So it's just on the eastern side of Brindley Corner roundabout.
Okay.
Actually, what we do is it's a club for the promotion and racing of radio control model cars, 1/10 scale electric cars. It's actually a recognised division of the of full size motorsport.
Okay.
Now it's recognised by the RAC Motorsports Association.
I didn't realise that.
Yeah, it's a full thing. That in a very sort of small nutshell is what we actually do. There's a lot more to it than that. With regards to these are not toy cars. These are not the sort of thing that you buy from Argos for sort of £20 sort of thing. These are racing models.
Right.
You buy them in kit form. You need to put them together. It's a good thing for children to get into, or people of all ages, in fact. But you learn lots of skills from it. You'll understand mechanical engineering from it, some electrical engineering. You'll learn from it as well. And if you're a motorsports fan, like I am, and most of us are really, and you can't really afford to get into full-size motorsport, it's a good way of being able to go out and race, and on a smaller scale, on a smaller budget as well. So for those the frustrated Lewis Hamiltons amongst us, it's a good way of still getting out there and having a race and aspiring to greater things.
How often do you meet at the club?
We meet every Wednesday night.
Okay.
Normally, there's somebody from the hall that opens up about 6 o'clock on Wednesday evening. We're normally done and dusted in the evening by about 10, 10:15, so it's not too late of an evening for the younger members of our club as well, being a school night as well. Racing is normally underway by about 7:30, 8:15, by the time the track is all set up. Because it's not a permanent venue for us, we have to build the tracks every night. They're built out of ropes and tyres and jumps and things. It's proper sort of indoor off-road racing. And then we have to book in and create heats, the actual races every night. It's all done on a computerised system.
Okay. So we're joined with Dave Andrews and Alan Moon from the Faversham Off-Road Car Club here at BRFM this evening.
When you're close to tears, remember someday it'll all be over. One day we go.
Beautiful Self and Everybody's Talking 1994 here at BRFM, broadcasting right across the Isle of Sheppey and Swale, and of course live online at brfm.net. You're listening to the Monday Night Community Show with Daniel. We're joined with Dave Andrews and Alan Moon from the Faversham Off-Road Car Club. We're back talking to Alan Moon.
Thank you, Daniel. One point I really want to cover, I suppose, Daniel, more than anything, is many people ask us, how much does it cost to get into this sport? It's sort of perceived as being rich boys, if you see what I mean, rich boys' toys. Well, it couldn't be further than the truth. It's like anything, really. The better you want to be, well, maybe not the better you want to be, that's the wrong way to put it, but the further you want to take it, the more you spend. It's as simple as that. Whether you're a fisherman, whether you're doing what we do, you can spend untold amounts of money on it. But basically, to get into our sport, I reckon you're probably looking at £150, and that will get you running at a club level pretty good. I mean, obviously you've got to remember, our club is basically, it's like a feeder club, really.
Right.
You can go on from our club, many people do, and still race at our club, but you can actually go on from our club and you can go into a regional event, and then you can take it further, you can go into a national event. In fact, we have a guy that still races with us, on and off, but he still races with us, Ed Kerry. I can name drop, that's not a problem. He actually races in Europe, he goes that far. Obviously, when you get into that stage, it's like any sport, you'll need a sponsor, because it's costing hundreds and hundreds of pounds then. But I wouldn't want to frighten people this evening by perceiving that this is rich boys' toys. It really isn't. It is fun. It really is fun, And the benefits of joining our club, well, to me, there's many benefits to joining the club. The social side of it as much as anything. I've grown to know many people up the club as really good friends, if you sort of mean. As much as racing buddies, there's always that little bit of, on the track, I will beat him this week. Never seems to happen in my case, but, I keep trying. But, the benefits, it's a good opportunity. How can I put it? Like, I have my 2 children racing there now myself, and we have many father-son, father-daughter relationships at the club, and this gives them opportunity to actually race side by side doing a sport together. My son has played football in the past, and you become that aggravated father on the touchline trying to tell your son how he should be playing football. Well, with our sport, you're actually racing together, or the opportunity is there to race together. You're working in the pits together. You break the car, you try and repair it together. It brings you together.
A family sport.
It really is a very good family sport, and the generation gap we cover, we go from 9 years of age up to 60 years of age. We have a chap there, Andy, disabled. He can actually race side by side. It's not many sports where you can actually... Well, there is, but there's few sports where you can race side by side equally.
Yeah.
He can beat me. It doesn't matter if he's disabled. It makes no difference, if you see what I mean. In the world of athletes, you have a Paralympics, don't you, that follows the normal Olympics. Well, in ours, you can all compete together, which is, to me, is a very, very big benefit. It's bringing a lot to the people that come to the club, I feel. Okay, I'm overemphasising it probably because it's important to me, but I think you really need to come along and actually experience. It's a very friendly club. If you break your car, there's always somebody there that will have a bit in a box somewhere, and will help you out, sort you out. It's not just, tough luck, good night. Not many people ever go home after breaking their car. There's always somebody there to look after them, and many parents have dropped their children off over the years, and they say it's the cheapest babysitting they've ever found in the world, £1.75 for 3 hours, because that's all it costs a junior to come to our club, and the price has never gone up in years and years. But obviously the funding side of it, we self-fund ourselves. We have done for many, many years, and we don't look to make big money, but as anybody listening tonight will know, in club, there are bills that have to be met. There are things that have to be paid. It can't all be goodwill. Things still have to be paid for. And so, the money side of it gets in the way, unfortunately, as far as I'm concerned. I just want to go and enjoy it. But the money side of it has to come into the equation. My wife is basically sort of a secretary for us. She does all the banking and that. And many sides of the club, we have an IT guy, John Peters, really nice guy. He sorts out all the computer side of it, and any problem computer-wise, not a problem. He has a bit of a problem with A4 sheets of paper because he keeps cutting himself with them, unfortunately. Suffers with paper cuts, but that's a different story. But we have plumbers there, we have electricians. If you see what I mean, the club has many...
You work together.
Exactly, and, you can more or less cover any problem that comes along. We can cover it. So I suppose that, the benefits of joining the club, there are many, many. I probably can't think of them all sitting here tonight, but I think I've covered a few of them, Daniel, anyway.
So we're joined with Alan Moon and Dave Andrews from the Faversham Off-Road Car Club this evening here at BRFM.
You want your company to be successful. To be successful, you need to be out there.